Is it your first date and you're not sure whether you should just be shaking hands or giving a hug when you first meet? Well, we understand how face-to-face meetup feels so different than online dating, making you all anxious and nervous. You plan to put in your best to give that perfect first impression, and that leads to nervousness in those blushed cheeks. Here are a few ideas for you to greet your date when you meet them for the first time. So, without further ado, let's get started. The first one we have here is the handshake. For most people, it is usually acceptable for the initial meeting, assuming you execute it properly. For instance, a firm handshake is better because it gives the impression that you're confident. Avoid giving a high five or even a fist bump to anyone. That is just informal, and if you're on a first date, that is something far away from being informal. So, go for any type of handshake instead. But obviously, if you've to chat a lot with each other online and have some feelings for each other, then a handshake might be a little too formal. The second way you can greet your date is by giving a hug. Where a hug seems like a good way to greet, try to make it a bit friendlier. For instance, you can go for a quick squeeze that just feels like you're doing it wholeheartedly. The body language of your date basically is something you need to judge to make your move. If you feel that the other person is a little reserved, then a handshake and a warm hello might be a suitable option instead of going in for a hug. The third and last one is going for a gentle kiss on the cheek. Now, this method of greeting is quite normal if you're meeting someone for the first time, though you might feel a bit apprehensive when you're unsure of how many kisses to give, how long to kiss, or if you should be kissing one cheek or both. Well, the kiss needs to be a short, quick one on either of the cheeks, or, in some cases, people even prefer both cheeks. But while it depends on the person you're dating, it also depends on the country you're living in. For instance, people in the UK typically only do it on one cheek. Regardless of whatever method you consider, you should always take into account your existing relationship as well as the other person's body language and mood. You can take this as an opportunity to instantly overcome the barrier of touch and embrace the individual with assurance, but obviously only if you feel at ease doing so. This can exude great confidence, enable you to interact with each other more quickly. You might even make your date feel more at ease this way. That's all we had for today. Do give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. And if you want to learn more about relationships, then stay tuned because the upcoming videos may have solutions to your problem. So subscribe to our channel and also hit the bell icon on your way out to keep yourself updated.